Well, hello and welcome to a new Digimon TCG Battle-Royale. Since it is Easter, the holiest of all Christian holidays, according to my Catholic upbringing at least, we decided to have a match between some holy Digimon to see which one is the holiest. So we have Stanislav playing Devas, me on Mastemon, Stanislav on Shine Greymon, and what kind of Easter would it be without an Easter bunny, so we have Tomislav on Cherubimon. And looks like Devas have the first move, and Stanislav plays a Majiramon for 7 memory. With his effect he draws a card and puts a Vajramon in his raising area. And it's Cherubimon's turn with 7 memory. Tomislav hatches a Kokomon, evolves it into the new advanced deck Lopmon. He plays Terriermon from the new advanced deck for 3 memory. And he plays Henry and Shuchong Wong, and because of Terriermon's effect, the cost is reduced by 2, so it only costs 2 memory. And for 3 memory he plays the EX4 Lopmon. With its own play effect, he reveals the top 4 cards of his deck, those being the EX4 Terriermon, another EX4 Lopmon, Heaven's Judgment, and the advanced deck Cherubimon. He takes Cherubimon to his hand, the rest is sent to the bottom of his deck. And it's Stanislav's turn with 1 memory. He hatches the BT12 Koromon, and misplay alert, he plays offense training without red sources on the field. But you know what they say, it's only cheating if you get caught. Anyway, he reveals a BT13 Rise Greymon and a BT4 Shine Greymon. He takes the Rise Greymon to his hand, the rest is sent to the bottom of the deck. And it's my turn with 1 memory. I hatch a BT14 Tokomon, evolve it into the BT14 Patamon, and I play the Mastemon starter deck Salamon for 3 memory, giving 2 memory to Stanislav. He moves Vajramon to the battle area and plays the Loyalty Deeper Than the Sea. And with its effect he reveals the top 3 cards of his deck, which are another Loyalty Deeper Than the Sea, an EX4 Antilamon, and a Jukiaomon Ace. He adds Jukiaomon to his hand and he puts the rest at the top of his deck. And he gains a memory, because both Majiramon and Vajramon have an effect that when he plays an option with a cost 1 or more, he gains a memory. So he's at 3 now. He attacks Cherubimon with Majiramon, checking another Henry and Shuchong. And he attacks Mastemon with Vajramon, checking a Gatomon. Finally he plays another Vajramon, draws a card, and puts the blue Mihiramon in his raising area. And it's Tomislav's turn with 4 memory. He leaves Lopmon in the raising area, evolves Lopmon into the new advanced deck Gargomon, suspending his tamers to reduce the cost by 2, so it's 1 memory. Next he evolves Gargomon into the EX4 Antilamon for 3 memory. He attacks Devas with Antilamon, using its alliance to suspend Terriermon to gain 1000 DP and security attack +1, and with Lopmon's inherited effect, he evolves Antilamon into the advanced deck Cherubimon, with a memory cost reduced by 2. But seems like he forgot to pay that 1 memory. Another cheater goes by unpunished. And with Cherubimon's when Digivolving effect, he deletes Salamon and plays a Turuemon from his hand. And during the counter timing, Stanislav evolves Vajramon into Jukiaomon. And the security check goes through and it's a Kumbiramon and the Digimon Emperor, which is played at no cost. And for 3 memory Tomislav plays Double Typhoon. With its effect, he reveals from the top of his deck an advanced deck Terriermon, Vendigomon from the same deck, and the X4 Antilamon. He adds Vendigomon to his hand and the rest is sent to the bottom of his deck. And it's Stanislav's turn with 3 memory. And would you look at that, he plays another red option without any red sources on his field. For 3 memory he plays red memory boost and reveals from the top of his deck 2 Marcuses, a BT13 Agumon, and a Sunrise Buster. He adds Agumon to his hand and I guess he gets punished by sending all those good cards to the bottom of his deck. He evolves Koromon into Agumon and plays the BT12 Marcus Daemon, giving me 4 memory. I move Patamon to the battle area and lose 2 memory because of Digimon Emperor's effect. I use Patamon's effect, checking my security, and I don't evolve Patamon into anything from it. But for 3 memory I evolve it into Geogreymon from my hand, and with its when Digivolving effect, I check my security and play a red or yellow tamer from it, and I play Mirai, and I recover and shuffle my security. And since a card was added to my security, with the inherited effects from Patamon and Tokomon, I gain a memory and draw a card. I attack Terriermon with Geogreymon, deleting it. And since a level 5 or lower Digimon was deleted, Stanislav suspends his Digimon Emperor to draw a card. And for 4 memory I play the Memory Setter TK. With its own play effect, I search my security and add a BT3 Lady Devimon to my hand. And since it wasn't a yellow card, I don't recover. And it's Stanislav's turn with 4 memory. He moves Mihiramon to the battle area, plays another Loyalty Deeper Than the Sea, again gaining 1 memory, and revealing from the top of his deck a Sandiramon, a Jukiaomon, and a Majiramon. He adds Sandiramon to his hand and sends the rest to the bottom of his deck. He attacks Stanislav with Majiramon, checking a Shine Greymon, so it is deleted. He attacks Tomislav with Mihiramon, checking a Cherubimon, so it is also deleted. He attacks Stanislav with Vajramon, checking a BT13 Marcus, which is played for no cost. And he attacks Geogreymon with Jukiaomon. It has piercing and he deletes Vajramon, so it gains security attack +1. And he checks an Angemon and Mirei, which is played at no cost. And he suspends Digimon Emperor to draw a card. For 3 memory he plays Genai, and with its own play effect he reveals the top 5 cards of his deck, but he can't add any of them to his hand, so he just sends them to the bottom of his deck. Finally, for 7 memory he plays Katuramon, and with its effect he draws a card and puts Sandiramon in his raising area. And it's Tomislav's turn with 5 memory. He moves Lopmon to the battle area, losing 2 memory because of Digimon Emperor. He evolves Lopmon into Wendigomon. He attacks Shrine Greymon with Cherubimon, suspending Wendigomon for Alliance, so Stanislav uses Genai's effect to suspend it and move his Sandiramon to the battle area. He checks a Rise Greymon and BT4 Marcus, which is played at no cost. And for 4 memory he plays the Memory Setter Mimi, giving 3 memory to Stanislav. He keeps Agumon in the raising area and evolves it into the BT12 Geogreymon. He uses Red Memory Boost delay effect to gain 2 memory, evolves Geogreymon into the BT13 Rise Greymon, and for 3 memory evolves Rise Greymon into the BT13 Shine Greymon, giving me 3 memory, but I start my turn with 5 memory because of Mirei. I hatch a Tokomon, evolve it into Patamon, and for 6 memory I play Flame Hellsight, giving minus 6000 DP to Wendigomon, deleting it, and reviving Gatomon from my trash. With its own play effect, I reveal the top 3 cards of my deck, which are Reinforcing Memory Boost, the BT14 TK, and another Gatomon. I add Gatomon to my hand, the rest is sent to the bottom of my deck. And it's Stanislav's turn with 1 memory. He plays another Loyalty Deeper Than the Sea, this time paying its cost and not getting any memory back, and revealing a Baihumon and a Zulongmon Ace and Genai. He adds Baihumon to his hand, the rest is sent to the bottom of his deck. He attacks Tomislav with Jukiaomon, he deletes his Sandiramon to give Jukiaomon security attack +1, and with Sandiramon's own deletion effect, he deletes Turuemon. He checks a Digivolution plugin S. With its security effect, Tomislav reveals the top 3 cards of his deck, which are another Digivolution plugin S, the other EX4 Antilamon, and EX4 Lopmon. He adds Lopmon to his hand, the rest is sent to the bottom of his deck, and he also adds Digivolution plugin S to his hand. And the other check is Advanced Deck Lopmon. And look, another option card without any color sources on the field. I guess you could call it this episode's Easter egg, eh? Anyway, he plays Heaven's Judgment, which deletes both Cherubimon and Gatomon. And he even gives Tomislav 1 less memory, he gives him 6. Anyway, Tomislav hatches a Kokomon, evolves it into Lopmon, then into Turuemon, then into Antilamon. He uses the Double Typhoon delay effect to play an EX4 Lopmon from his hand and revealing the top 4 cards from his deck with its own play effect, which are Heaven's Judgment, Turuemon, Mimi, and Hidden Potential discovered. He adds Turuemon to his hand, the rest is sent to the bottom of his deck. He evolves Lopmon into Advanced Deck Gargomon, suspending Henry and Shuchong to reduce the cost by 2, and he plays Turuemon from his hand, giving 4 memory to Stanislav. He plays BT12 Agumon from his hand for 3 memory. With its own play effect, he reveals the top 4 cards of his deck, which are Rise Greymon X Antibody, BT13 Marcus, Shine Greymon Burst Mode, and GeoGreymon. He adds Shine Greymon Burst mode and Marcus to his hand, the rest is sent to the bottom of his deck. And for 5 memory he plays Marcus, giving me 4, but because of Mirai I start with 6 memory. I move Patamon to the battle area, losing 2 memory because of Digimon Emperor. I evolve it into Gatomon for 3 memory. I evolve Gatomon into the BT11 Lady Devimon for 1 memory. With its when Digivolving effect, I discard a card to return Angelmon to my hand. And unfortunately I don't have an Angel Woman to play with Mirai's effect. So I evolve Lady Devimon into Ophanimon Phone Down mode for 4 memory. And with its when Digivolving effect, since I have both a purple and a yellow source, I delete Gargomon and recover a security. And because of Patamon's and Tokomon's inherited effects, I draw a card and gain a memory. And it's Stanislav's turn with 3 memory. He attacks my security with Jukiaomon, deleting Katuramon to give it security attack +1. He checks an Enjevumon and Chaos Degradation, which sends Jukiaomon to the bottom of his security. And for 7 memory he plays Makuramon, and with its effect he draws a card and places an Indramon in his raising area. And it's Tomislav's turn with 4 memory. He moves Antilamon to the battle area. He attacks Stanislav's security with it, suspending Turuemon for Alliance, and because of Lopmon's inherited effect, Antilamon evolves into Cherubimon, and this time Tomislav pays the 1 memory. And with its when Digivolving effect, Cherubimon deletes Agumon and plays the EX4 Lopmon from the trash. With its own play effect, he reveals from the top of his deck Wendigomon, Double Typhoon, Mimi and Joe, and Antilamon. He adds Antilamon to his hand and sends the rest to the bottom of his deck. Stanislav uses Genai's effect to suspend it and move Indramon to the battle area, and in counter timing, he blast evolves Makuramon into Baihumon Ace. Stanislav chooses not to block, and the security check is EX4 Antilamon, which is played at no cost because of Baihumon's effect, and the second check is Azulongmon Ace. He evolves Turuemon into Antilamon for 2 memory. I guess he wanted to use Shuchong and Henry but forgot to suspend them. And I guess he mistook his end of attack effect for when Digivolving effect, because he plays Lopmon from his trash. And with its own play effect reveals from his deck Double Typhoon, Henry and Shuchong, Advanced Deck Terriermon, and EX4 Terriermon. He adds Henry and Shuchong to his hand, the rest is sent to the bottom of his deck. I guess it won't matter because, spoiler alert, all his Digimon are gonna get deleted. Finally, he evolves Lopmon into Turuemon, and it's Stanislav's turn with 3 memory. And he just plays another Marcus, giving me 2 memory, but TK and Mirai move it up to 5. I hatch a Tokomon, evolve it into Patamon. I attack Cherubimon with Ophanimon, and since they have the same DP, they are both deleted. And with Ophanimon's own deletion effect, I bring back Gatomon from my trash. With its own play effect, from the top of my deck I reveal a Magna Angemon, Mastemon, and Flame Hellside. I add Magna Angemon and Mastemon to my hand, the rest is sent to the bottom of the deck. I evolve Gatomon into BT11 Lady Devimon for 1 memory. With its when Digivolving effect, I trash a card from my hand and return Angelumon from my trash to my hand. And now I can use Mirai's effect to suspend her and play Angel Woman from my hand. And since I played Angel Woman, I gain 1 memory because of Lady Devimon's effect. I DNA Digivolve Angelumon and Lady Devimon into Mastemon. With her effect I put Musemon Chaos mode in my security and then play him at no cost. With his own play effect, I delete Digimon Emperor, and with Mastemon's effect I delete Antilamon. Next I evolve Musemon into the BT3 Mastemon. With its when Digivolving effect, I trash the top card of every player's security and I play the BT11 Devimon from my trash. It has Rush, so I attack Stanislav's security with it. Stanislav chooses not to block and I hit Ashukiaomon, so Devimon is deleted. I play Magna Angemon for 7 memory. With its own play effect I recover a security, and at the end of my turn I DNA Digivolve my 2 Mastemon into Ordinemon. And with its effect I delete one of my opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon, which is Baihumon, and all of their level 5 or lower Digimon, which are all the other ones, and I recover 1 security for each Digimon deleted, so that's 5 recoveries, which brings me to 6 security. And with Baihumon's own deletion effect, he deletes Ordinemon, but with Ordinemon's effect, I trash my top security to bring it back from the trash. And it's Stanislav's turn with 6 memory. He hatches a Mother D Reaper, And now, counting 12 Devas and Sovereigns with different names in his trash, he plays Holy Beast's Great Cardinal positions for free. And he plays Fang Longmon from his hand without paying the cost. And with its own play effect, he returns 4 Deva or Sovereign cards from his trash to the bottom of his deck, and for each one all of his opponent's Digimon gain minus 4000 DP, which deletes both my Magna Angemon and Ordinemon. But again, with Ordinemon's own deletion effect, I trash my top security to play it back from trash. Finally, he plays Bancho Leomon from his hand, with the play cost reduced by 5 memory, because there is less than 6 total security on the field. And with its own play effect, he suspends Ordinemon and gives it minus 4000 DP and security attack minus 1. And it's Tomislav's turn, which he starts with 3 memory because of Mimi. He hatches a Kokomon, evolves it into Terriermon, then into Vendigomon, and into Antilamon, and it's Stanislav's turn with 3 memory. He finally moves Shine Greymon to the battle area. He pays 1 memory to turn the BT-12 Marcus into a Digimon, and with Shine Greymon's effect, he turns the BT-13 Marcus into a Digimon as well. And then he returns one of his BT-13 Marcuses to the hand to evolve his Shine Greymon into Shine Greymon Burst Mode for 0. And with its when Digivolving effect, he plays that Marcus back from his hand and it is also treated as a Digimon with 12,000 DP. He attacks my security with one of his BT-13 Marcuses, giving another minus 3000 DP to Ordinemon, and also gaining a memory. And since one of his Marcuses was suspended, Shine Greymon Burst Mode trashes the top of my security, which is a Chaos Degradation, of course. And he checks an Angevumon, so Marcus is deleted. But when it is deleted, because of Rise Greymon's inherited effect, it is placed back at the top of the security. And because of Geo Greymon's inherited effect, he draws 1 card. He attacks my security with the BT-12 Marcus, checking Underworld Skull. With its effect I play Gatomon from my trash, and with its own play effect I reveal from the top of my deck Kudamon, Chaos Degradation, and Lucemon Chaos Mode. I add Kudamon and Lucemon to my hand, the rest is sent to the bottom of my deck. And he attacks my last security with his BT-13 Marcus, giving another minus 3000 DP to Ordinemon, and Stanislav uses Bancho Leomon's effect to give minus 4000 DP to Gatomon when a Digimon becomes suspended, and deleting it. And the check is BT-14 TK, and unfortunately I can't use his effect. Finally, Stanislav attacks me directly with Shine Greymon Burst Mode, eliminating me from the game. He plays the BT-12 Agumon for 3 memory. With its own play effect, he reveals from the top of his deck another BT-12 Agumon, a BT-12 Marcus, final Shining Burst, and BT-13 Geo Greymon. He adds Geo Greymon and Marcus to his hand, the rest is sent to the bottom of his deck. He uses Offensive Training's delay effect to evolve Agumon into Geo Greymon for free, and with his when Digivolving effect, he plays Marcus from his security and recovers the security. With Marcus's own play effect, he suspends it, gives minus 3000 DP to Fang Longmon, and gains a memory, and he evolves Geo Greymon into the BT-12 Rise Greymon, and since he has a Marcus in play he gains 1 memory, passing the turn over to Stanislav with 1 memory. Stanislav moves Mother D Reaper to the battle area. He attacks Stanislav's security with Fang Longmon, and since he has a Sovereign in his trash, he trashes his top security, which makes it a direct attack, and since Stanislav doesn't have any blockers, he is eliminated. And he also attacks Tomislav directly with Bancho Leomon, and since he also doesn't have any blockers, he is eliminated as well. And there you have it folks, looks like Fang Longmon is the holiest of the holy Digimon. I hope you enjoyed this special Easter episode, despite all the blatant cheating, and I'll see you next time. Bye!